Hello friends, and thanks for tuning in to yet another episode of Talking Timeshares with Timeshare Users Group. Today, we're going to discuss a topic I get far too often from owners on an almost daily basis here at Tug. So common, I believe every time I get asked this question, I literally grow another grayed hair in this beard. Anyway, enough about my slow transformation into Santa Claus, and let's get right into it. This video is going to be a must-watch for any owner of a Capital Resorts timeshare. In this story, we were contacted by an owner who was looking to sell and simply wanted our opinion on what they could get for it on the resale market. One small detail was that they had recently paid to upgrade or convert their timeshare and unfortunately still had a loan balance attached. For those of you who are Tug regulars, you know how this story is going to play out. But the purpose of these videos is to educate, so sit back and let the education flow through you. Kind of like the Force, but for timeshare knowledge. As mentioned earlier, this is probably the most common question we get on a regular basis here at Tug. Owners usually have a number of options available to them to dispose of an unwanted timeshare, including contacting the resort to inquire if they have a deed back or surrender program, offering it up for free on the resale market in the hopes of attracting a buyer to take over the ownership from you, or lastly, simply stop paying and letting it go into default. Unfortunately, in this case, and the case with many other owners, is the fact that there is still a loan balance attached on this timeshare, and that eliminates options 1 and 2 as realistic options. There is simply no way to give back a timeshare, or even list it for free on the resale market and give it away if you still have a loan balance. This is because, unfortunately, most timeshares aren't worth even $1 and are given away for free on a regular basis. There is simply very little hope that you can expect to recover any, much less the amount of any existing loan on your timeshare. This, sadly, is a situation that far too many timeshare owners find themselves in. And the reality of that situation is simply not what owners want to hear. This owner in particular did not enjoy the news at all. They even went so far as to mention that they had contacted a well-known upfront fee resale company and argued that that company told them that they could sell their timeshare for much more than their loan balance. I often try to put myself in these owners' shoes as they try to understand the difference in stories being told versus what we tell them here on Tug. I can certainly understand how many find it difficult to believe the harsh reality that is timeshare resale prices. However, it is not difficult to believe why these upfront fee resale companies can make these claims, because after all, if they told you the truth, they simply would never expect you to pay them hundreds, if not thousands of dollars for their services. We even went so far as to find an active eBay listing for a Capital Resorts timeshare, being offered completely free, no reserve, and the seller was even offering to pay closing themselves. We are not sure if this particular owner was convinced that our truth was the actual truth, as after the final email, we never heard back. We can only hope that they took the time to actually investigate our claims, versus falling for the most common schemes and lies told by upfront fee resale companies, that they are going to be able to recover any of their original purchase price or their loan balance when offering their timeshare on the resale market. As we mentioned before, this story we get on an almost daily basis here at Tug, and we've been in business for nearly 30 years. It is truly our hope that more and more Capital Resorts owners find and watch this video, and to use this knowledge to avoid being ripped off by companies that specifically target owners by telling you exactly what you want to hear. Knowledge is power, and it's certainly much better to get that knowledge before you encounter a scam versus after you fall victim to it and make another very expensive mistake. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Talking Timeshares. Be sure to like and subscribe to our channel. Shameless plug. Also check out the links down below in the description, as it contains some valuable information and advice articles that are completely free and tell you exactly what your options are when trying to dispose of an unwanted timeshare. Thanks for watching, and as always, have a great day and happy timesharing.